Welcome to Amazing Life 1-2 channel guides. Today you watching Doris Day. American actress. Lifestyle biography and beautiful photos. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe channel. Thank you for watching video. Your favorite actress, model, singer, celebrity biography, photos, images. If you want to see, please comment. Starting. Full name. Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff. Net worth $200 million. Date of birth April 3, 1922. Age at death 97 years old. Died May 13, 2019. Cause of death pneumonia. Children Terry Melcher. Gender female. Height 5 feet 6 and 1.7 meters. Profession actor, singer, television producer. Nationality United States of America. America's #1 female box office attraction during the late 1950s and 60s. She starred in a number musicals, comedies, and thrillers, including The Pajama Game 1957, Pillow Talk 1959, and Midnight Lace 1960. She later left films to star in the popular TV sitcom The Doris Day Show 1968-73. She founded the Doris Day Animal League in 1987 to lobby the government on animal rights issues. Biography. Doris Day, born Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff, April 3, 1922 to May 13, 2019, was an American actress, singer, and animal welfare activist. She began her career as a big band singer in 1939, achieving commercial success in 1945 with two #1 recordings, Sentimental Journey, and My Dreams Are Getting Better All the Time, with Les Brown and his band of renown. She left Brown to embark on a solo career and recorded more than 650 songs from 1947 to 1967. Day's film career began during the latter part of the golden age of Hollywood with the film Romance on the High Seas 1948, leading to a 20-year career as a motion picture actress. She starred in films of many genres, including musicals, comedies, dramas, and thrillers. She played the title role in Calamity Jane 1953 and starred in Alfred Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much 1956 with James Stewart. Her best-known films are those in which she co-starred with Rock Hudson, chief among them 1959's Pillow Talk, for which she was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. She also worked with James Garner on both Move Over, Darling 1963, and The Thrill of It All 1963, and starred alongside Clark Gable, Cary Grant, James Cagney, David Niven, Jack Lemmon, Frank Sinatra, Richard Widmark, Kirk Douglas, Lauren Bacall, and Rod Taylor in various movies. After ending her film career in 1968, only briefly removed from the height of her popularity, she starred in her own sitcom The Doris Day Show 1968-1973. Day became one of the biggest film stars in the early 1960s, and as of 2012 was one of 8 performers to have been the top box office earner in the United States 4 times. In 2011, she released her 29th studio album My Heart, which contained new material and became a UK Top 10 album. She received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and a Legend Award from the Society of Singers. In 1960, she was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress, and was given the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement in Motion Pictures in 1989. In 2004, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This was followed in 2011 by the Los Angeles Film Critics Association's Career Achievement Award. Early life. Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff was born on April 3, 1922, in Cincinnati, Ohio, the daughter of Alma Sophia née Wells, 1895-1976, and William Joseph Kappelhoff, 1892-1967. Her mother was a homemaker, and her father was a music teacher and choirmaster. Her maternal and paternal grandparents were German. Her paternal grandfather Franz Joseph Wilhelm Kappelhoff immigrated to the United States in 1875 and settled in Cincinnati, which had a large German community with its own churches, clubs, and German-language newspapers. For most of her life, Day reportedly believed she had been born in 1924 and reported her age accordingly. It was not until her 95th birthday, when the Associated Press found her birth certificate, showing a 1922 date of birth, that she learned otherwise. The youngest of 3 siblings, she had 2 older brothers, Richard, who died before her birth, and Paul, 3 years older. Due to her father's alleged infidelity, her parents separated. She developed an early interest in dance, and in the mid-1930s formed a dance duo with Jerry Doherty that performed locally in Cincinnati. A car accident on October 13, 1937, injured her right leg and curtailed her prospects as a professional dancer. Career. Early career 1938-1947. While recovering from her car accident, Kappelhoff started to sing along with the radio and discovered a talent she did not know she had. During this long, boring period, I used to while away a lot of time listening to the radio, sometimes singing along with the likes of Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, Tommy Dorsey, and Glenn Miller, she told A. E. Hotchner, one of Day's biographers. But the one radio voice I listened to above others belonged to Ella Fitzgerald. There was a quality to her voice that fascinated me, and I'd sing along with her, trying to catch the subtle ways she shaded her voice, the casual yet clean way she sang the words. Observing her daughter sing rekindled Alma's interest in show business, and she decided Doris must have singing lessons. She engaged a teacher, Grace Rain. After 3 lessons, Rain told Alma that young Doris had tremendous potential. Rain was so impressed that she gave Doris 3 lessons a week for the price of 1. Years later, Day said that Rain had the biggest effect on her singing style and career. During the 8 months she was taking singing lessons, Kappelhoff had her first professional jobs as a vocalist, on the WLW radio program Carlin's Carnival, and in a local restaurant, Charlie Yee's Shanghai Inn. During her radio performances, she first caught the attention of Barney Rapp, who was looking for a female vocalist and asked if she would like to audition for the job. According to Rapp, he had auditioned about 200 singers when Kappelhoff got the job. While working for Rapp in 1939, she adopted the stage surname, Day, at Rapp's suggestion. Rapp felt that Kappelhoff was too long for Marquise, and he admired her rendition of the song, Day After Day. After working with Rapp, Day worked with bandleaders Jimmy James, Bob Crosby, and Les Brown. In 1941, Day appeared as a singer in 3 soundies with the Les Brown Band. While working with Brown, Day recorded her first hit recording, Sentimental Journey, released in early 1945. It soon became an anthem of the desire of World War II demobilizing troops to return home. The song continues to be associated with Day, and she re-recorded it on several occasions, including a version in her 1971 television special. During 1945-46, Day, as vocalist with the Les Brown Band, had 6 other top 10 hits on the Billboard chart. My dreams are getting better all the time, Taint Me, Till the End of Time, You Won't Be Satisfied Until You Break My Heart, The Whole World Is Singing My Song, and I Got the Sun in the Morning. Les Brown said, as a singer Doris belongs in the company of Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra. Aljon Harmet's 2019. Wholesome box office star and golden voice of Que Sera, Sera. The New York Times. P. 1 Early film career 1948-1954. While singing with the Les Brown Band and for nearly 2 years on Bob Hope's weekly radio program, she toured extensively across the United States. Her performance of the song, Embraceable You, impressed songwriter Jule Stein and his partner, Sammy Cahn, and they recommended her for a role in Romance on the High Seas 1948. Day was cast for the role after auditioning for director Michael Curtiz. She was shocked at being offered the role in the film, and admitted to Curtiz that she was a singer without acting experience. But he said he liked that she was honest, not afraid to admit it, and he wanted someone who looked like the all-American girl. Day was the discovery of which Curtiz was proudest during his career. The film provided her with a #2 hit recording as a soloist, It's Magic, which followed by 2 months her first #1 hit, Love Somebody, in 1948, recorded as a duet with Buddy Clark. Day recorded Someone Like You before the film My Dream Is Yours 1949, which featured the song. In 1950, U.S. servicemen in Korea voted her their favorite star. She continued to make minor and frequently nostalgic period musicals such as On Moonlight Bay 1951, By the Light of the Silvery Moon 1953, and Tea for Two 1950 for Warner Brothers. Her most commercially successful film for Warner was I'll See You in My Dreams 1951, which broke box office records of 20 years. The film is a musical biography of lyricist Gus Kahn. It was Day's 4th film directed by Curtiz. Day appeared as the title character in the comedic Western-themed musical, Calamity Jane 1953. A song from the film, Secret Love, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song and became Day's 4th #1 hit single in the United States. Between 1950 and 1953, the albums from 6 of her movie musicals charted in the top 10, 3 of them at No. 1. After filming Lucky Me, 1954, with Bob Cummings and Young at Heart, 1955, with Frank Sinatra, Day chose not to renew her contract with Warner Brothers. During this period, Day also had her own radio program, The Doris Day Show. It was broadcast on CBS in 1952-1953. Breakthrough, 1955-1958. Having become primarily recognized as a musical comedy actress, Day gradually took on more dramatic roles to broaden her range. Her dramatic star turn as singer Ruth Etting in Love Me or Leave Me, 1955, with top billing above James Cagney, received critical and commercial success, becoming Day's biggest hit thus far. Cagney said she had the ability to project the simple, direct statement of a simple, direct idea without cluttering it, comparing her to Laurette Taylor's Broadway performance in The Glass Menagerie, 1945, one of the greatest performances by an American actor. Day said it was her best film performance. Producer Joe Pasternak said, "I was stunned that Doris did not get an Oscar nomination." The soundtrack album from that movie was a #1 hit. Day starred in Alfred Hitchcock's suspense film The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1956, with James Stewart. She sang 2 songs in the film, Que Sera, Whatever Will Be, which won an Academy Award for Best Original Song, and We'll Love Again. The film was Day's 10th movie to be in the top 10 at the box office. Day played the title role in the thriller Noir Julie, also 1956, with Louis Jordan. After 3 successive dramatic films, Day returned to her musical comedic roots in The Pajama Game, 1957, with John Raitt. The film was based on the Broadway play of the same name. She worked with Paramount Pictures for the comedy Teacher's Pet, 1958, alongside Clark Gable and Gig Young. She co-starred with Richard Widmark and Gig Young in the romantic comedy film The Tunnel of Love, also 1958, but found scant success opposite Jack Lemmon in It Happened to Jane, 1959. Billboard's annual nationwide poll of disc jockeys had ranked Day as the #1 female vocalist 9 times in 10 years, 1949 through 1958, but her success and popularity as a singer was now being overshadowed by her box office appeal. Box office success, 1959-1968. In 1959, Day entered her most successful phase as a film actress with a series of romantic comedies. This success began with Pillow Talk, 1959, co-starring Rock Hudson, who became a lifelong friend, and Tony Randall. Day received a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Actress. It was the only Oscar nomination she received in her career. Day, Hudson, and Randall made 2 more films together, Lover Come Back, 1961, and Send Me No Flowers, 1964. Along with David Niven and Janice Page, Day starred in Please Don't Eat the Daisies, 1960, and with Cary Grant in the comedy The Touch of Mink, 1962. During 1960 and the 1962 to 1964 period, she ranked #1 at the box office, the second woman to be #1 4 times, an accomplishment equaled by no other actress except Shirley Temple. She set a record that has yet to be equaled, receiving 7 consecutive Laurel Awards as the top female box office star. Day teamed up with James Garner, starting with The Thrill of It All, followed by Move Over, Darling, both 1963. The film's theme song, Move Over Darling, co-written by her son, reached #8 in the UK. In between these comedic roles, Day co-starred with Rex Harrison in the movie thriller Midnight Lace, 1960, and updating of the stage thriller Gaslight. By the late 1960s, the sexual revolution of the baby boomer generation had refocused public attitudes about sex. Times changed, but Day's films did not. Day's next film, Do Not Disturb, 1965, was popular with audiences, but her popularity soon waned. Critics and comics dubbed Day the world's oldest virgin, and audiences began to shy away from her films. As a result, she slipped from the list of top box office stars, last appearing in the top 10 with the hit film The Glass Bottom Boat, 1966. One of the roles she turned down was that of Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate, a role that eventually went to Anne Bancroft. In her published memoirs, Day said she had rejected the part on moral grounds. She found the script vulgar and offensive. She starred in the Western film The Ballad of Josie, 1967. That same year, Day recorded the Love album, although it was not released until 1994. The following year, 1968, she starred in the comedy film Where Were You When the Lights Went Out?, which centers on the Northeast blackout of November 9, 1965. Her final feature,